Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Felt guided to come back here, so I'm not exactly sure why. We're going to find out together. And I am assuming it's going to be a quick message because the Lord knows that I've got stuff to do, okay? So, I think the timing is impeccable. Look, we have the sun card at the bottom of the deck. Da, 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 da. Yeah, all right, let's see. Let us see. Let us see. Oh, let it be. Let it be. Interesting. Hello, hello. I love you guys. Come on in. Let's see what it is. I don't want to use this deck, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. Okay. There's some sort of like false information, or I don't know. What is this message, please? Because, you know, the first thing that's coming to mind is that there's like this AI created fake song. So what's coming to mind is like AI fake false music, like AI creating false music or false something about possibly something falsely created, mimicking you, or like in your image, I'm hearing, which play on words, I don't know, but there is, or maybe like a doppelganger, or somebody that was pretending to be you, or like creating false documents or something. Interesting. Five of Swords, though. Something has been defeated here. But it makes me feel like it was defeated, but there's an energy that's holding on tightly. They really are, because they just won't leave the readings. I'm not going to feed into this for too much longer here. Sun card. There's something about taking up space here, okay? There is an energy that I think that you might be seeing through, where it is, yeah, okay. Okay, collective, some of you may be feeling, like I'm feeling a need for like a deep house cleanse, okay? There could possibly be some energies that are like taking up space in your house, okay? That maybe are causing some sort of stagnancy, or, and only take this as it resonates. I'm not trying to create fear, but if you look at this Tower card here, and the Emperor kind of gives me this energy of, we have Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor. The Emperor is kind of, it's in this deck, it's reminding me of the Emperor in this deck, which talks about taking up space. For some reason, I feel like you're feeling small in a situation, in an area that's either like yours or built for you, or Yeah, I don't know. It feels like you don't have control over some sort of situation. And I don't mean like actual like control, but it feels like maybe you feel out of place, or like you feel kind of like it's like the analogy that's coming through is like being in your own house, but not but like not feeling comfortable in your own house, or feeling safe in your own house, or feeling like, it's like yeah. For some of you, there's been energies or entities or something that has been, I feel like they are, they're very quiet, okay? They're probably like kind of almost hidden in a way. But it seems like they take up a lot of space, which makes you feel very small. I'm just picking up on an energy, and it doesn't have to be in your own home, but it could be like in the workplace. It could be in, there's a situation, there's an energy that you need to like call back your power from, or maybe it's not even that you need to call back your power, but like, kind of at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I explain it? It's like literally, like, for example, like maybe, there's this energy where you feel like you are like restricted in your own home for some reason. Like you can't make decisions, or you can't, and oftentimes those restrictions come from within you. But I am picking up on kind of an energy in which I feel like there could literally be just like larger, like look at this Tower card. See how there's like these energies that are like coming out of the windows here? It just makes me feel like you need to cleanse. Like there's people like and they look like kind of like ghosts a little bit. And not to say that you have ghosts in your house or that your house is haunted, but if some of you have been feeling kind of like this, I don't know, it just feels like you need to take your space back in some sort of way here. Taking your space back. This could be, you could have possibly unintentionally, kind of gave somebody, an extended amount of power over something that you have been working on or building or creating, or, probably should put this in. Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so it feels like there is like it's definitely taking some sort of ownership back, or space back, or but for a lot of you, I really feel like these are energies that you can't see for some reason, and somehow they have like, I don't know, it's almost like they snuck in, like they're, again, it's that big distraction energy, where maybe there was some sort of attention brought to you, and it's like, it almost feels like a compilation of a lot of the readings that I've kind of pulled together here. It's like, you know, there was one time I was picking up on a hide and seek type of energy, but the hide and seek where you could like run in between, you know. It seems like trickster energy. I've also picked up on that recently too. This does. It seems like trickster energy here. Okay. So so definitely do some sort of, if you're resonating with this message, if you feel like there is some sort of like you're feeling like heavy in your house or in your place of work or something like that, you know, I do definitely like some deep cleansing here, okay? Because yeah, it feels like there's some sort of trickster energy that's kind of been possibly playing hide and seek a little bit. Now I don't know, I'm hearing like, you know, where were the ancestors? I don't, that's a very valid question. I'm assuming that they were there too. Like, I'm not sure how this energy got in, how they were even able to stay. It makes me feel like they were able to attach to maybe like the house or something, or yeah, I don't know. This feels like somebody wants to scare somebody or something out of, like they want to get rid of somebody. For some of you, this energy could have been sent your direction, but you ended up like taming it or something, and that's how it's been able to like stick around. But it's still been really heavy. It's still, you know what I mean, like you were able to tame it, but it's still there. Okay, this could be energy within you here also, but with this Tower card, the way it looks here, it really is giving like this, that it's something else that's taking space up in what feels like your house. Somewhere where you spend a lot of time. The point is to make you feel small. For some of you, this is like things going on, like to get you to move here, to push you to some sort of feeling burdened or yeah, this message certainly is not going to be for everyone, because I don't feel that everyone has this going on. To be completely honest with you, this literally feels like ginormous energy, like ginormous spirits that are like almost like hanging out in these like unseen places, and it's just like causing this big looming weight over, you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like it's quick and to the point. Some of you just really need to know that like you're feeling small in your own space because of these other energies that are kind of, the thing is I really don't feel like they're necessarily welcome there, or that it's almost like maybe they're even like on the roof. You know what I mean? Like they can't get inside. Like it, but they're there. The presence is there, and I feel like you're very sensitive. So yeah, again, I feel like it's the awareness, and I don't even really like, because you know, yeah, trust the message, trust the process. Yeah, this could have been energy that was brought. Be careful. Be mindful who you let in your house. Okay. Because here's what I feel like. It's like I feel like somebody, like they can't. There's an energy in which I feel like you can't be manipulated like mentally here. And so now it's like people just trying to, like, these energies just trying to like put weight on your energy or your auric field, I'm hearing. Okay. It's like, I wish you could see the picture in my third eye. I wish I could draw it for you. But it's like, these energies, right, that have these auric fields, right? And it's like yours is so big, okay? And then there's these other energies, but it's like it's like trying to squeeze. It's like trying to squeeze a bunch of really big things into a really small space, and it's almost like trying to make yours like small. And again, I don't think this message is for everyone. Just whoever, you'll know who you are. I'm gonna trust that. I'm going to trust that. This is probably just a confirmation, and you need to go ahead and call on the ancestors, or, your divine team, whatever, and just do a really deep house cleanse. Because I'll be honest, these energies don't really feel like a threat, but it almost feels like they're just like a pawn, like a placeholder. You know what I mean? Like just anything that, somebody can do to, keep you feeling small, or like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's interesting. For some of you, it's like, I feel like somebody wants you to move or something. Yeah, 8 of Cups, right as I said that. Yeah, they want you to move. Somebody's doing something so you'll move. That's crazy. For some of you, this is not energy that is like, some of you just naturally attract this kind of energy here. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that somebody sent this to you. Okay, for some of you, you just moved into a new location and this energy was already there. Okay. For others of you, it's like there's been something, it's going to be different for all of you. But I don't want everyone to think that it's all malicious intent, because it may not be. As a healing spirit, you may just be attracting these energies, right? Especially if you're a medium, okay? They could just be, so I would definitely, talk to your divine team about that here, okay? Because especially as you're opening up more so spiritually, right? It's important to kind of be aware of and I feel like you're tapping more into it, the spiritual activity that's going on around you. You know what I mean? Like you're able to tap further into it and kind of understand it at a deeper level here. Especially what you're feeling and understand the way you're feeling and things like that. But yeah, because I feel like you're very, very sensitive. And so these energies, again, keep in mind that it may not be somebody sending it to you, right, maliciously. It could just be that you're attracting these kind of lost spirits that are roaming, okay? And And so, and I think for some of you, you know, this is something that you have opened yourself up to, okay? Now, for others of you, this, I'll be honest, I don't really see a lot of malicious intent here, okay? I don't. I haven't seen it the whole time. But this is, it's like, but maybe your awareness of it, okay? Maybe it's just been kind of like funky in the house, okay? Or it's been, you know, whatever. But yeah, for some reason, yeah, Ace of Cups, I feel like for some reason you guys are starting to experience a lot more. It feels like high traffic of of these possibly, like, especially if you're a medium, passed over loved ones, or I don't know. You get it. But yeah, I feel like this was just a quick little message of clarity. Some of you may be kind of like really kind of going through this transition. Maybe things have been feeling a little bit heavier, but and again, we always want to make sure that we're looking within ourselves too, right? Before we're immediately like saying, oh, this happened because of something outside of us. Because oftentimes, not oftentimes, all the time, what happens outside of us is a manifestation of what's going on inside of us. But if you are a healer, if you are a medium, and you are kind of here to, some of you, this might be a new gift that, you know, is kind of opening up for you, and it's one of those things where maybe you just like weren't aware of it, or I don't know, maybe that's the thing, but you may be attracting these, yeah, I just keep hearing like you're setting free these lost souls, okay? Again, this is not going to be for everyone. It is not, but there is somebody, or there's a group of you out there that are setting free these lost souls, and that is why there is so much spiritual activity in your household. For some of you, it's like you're doing it naturally, your energy. For others of you, it's like as you set yourself free, you set them free. For others of you, it's like something that you're doing simultaneously, like with your ancestors. Maybe you don't know. For others of you, this is like super new that you're like just now starting to do. I feel like that's probably for a lot of you. Because I feel, yeah, it's, yeah. But there's some sort of like significant like it's like a frequency, like there's like a signature. There's like a signature frequency that you have, or that your house has, or I feel like it's you. It's almost like whatever this frequency, it like opens, it's almost like a sign to these like lost souls here. For some of you, it's like a hotel that you're going to, and it's haunted, and or you work at and it's haunted. This is wild. This is a wild message here. But I feel like that's pretty much the gist of it, is that you are helping to like set free these lost souls here. And I don't know like how that even works or any of that. But that's what's coming through in a big way. It's like you know how like mothers like bring energy and like bring into the world? There's something about your mothering energy, about helping these energies like leave this, like fully leave this reality and step back into their infinite oneness. You know what I mean? Like they're able to yeah. This is an interesting message for sure. I don't know. But I don't think it's going to be for everyone, but I think it might help some people understand possibly what's going on maybe in their household. Okay? Especially maybe the way that they feel. This is probably for some people that are like, man, it is really heavy in my house, but I work really hard to like, you know, and then you leave the house and you're like, it feels a lot lighter or something. Like maybe it just feels heavy in your house or like all the time, or maybe it's just feeling like that right now. I don't know. There needs to be some sort of deep cleanse here though, okay? There does. There does, okay? But also, you know, you want to make sure that you're not, you know, make sure that you're not blaming the heavy energy on possibly, like, right, we don't want any spiritual psychosis going on too, right? So if you're feeling any heaviness, you always want to look within first before you immediately, you know, blame it on something outside of you. Okay, so just always keep that in mind, right? I never want to feed any type of delusions that keeps you from being like self-aware or like accountable for whatever you're going through, okay? Because this isn't like the blame game, this isn't any of that. But for some of you, you are quite literally at a point where you've done so much inner work, okay, and you're opening yourself up to these gifts, and that's kind of one of these things. It's almost like the yeah, it's like a secret, like undercover, I don't know, you're getting like it's like this secret undercover stop that these lost souls can like stop at, you know what I mean? Like there's some sort of secret symbol that's on that your energetic expression puts out there that gives them the go ahead to stop on through for any type of healing or rejuvenating that they may need. I don't know. You're like the homeless shelter for these lost souls, right? You kind of put them back together. So yeah, this is certainly not going to be for everyone. You know what I mean? Like it's certainly not going to be for everyone, please. Yeah. So, anywho, guys, just a heads up, okay, that's kind of what's going on here for some of you, okay? And I'm sure this will reach whoever it needs to. Again, we don't want to ignore the inner work and just play the blame game, because that's not it. But in some situations, there is some of that going on, okay? Yeah. What a weird message. It's kind of heavier a little bit. The messages today have been really weird and really interesting and kind of odd. And, but I'm trusting the process. Okay. I'm trusting the process. You know, because that's what I gotta do. Anywho, yeah, we'll leave it there. Somebody, yep. that is it. That is all. Okay, cleanse your house. That's basically it. Or your workspace or something. Lordy, trust this process. Whew. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like it's like, you know, that your houses are dirty, but and this is probably, again, it's not for everyone, I don't think. This is probably for like 5 people that are tapping into their mediumship or like 5 people that are tapping into whatever this is. You know, the number 5 is significant, so maybe like 55 people, or like, I don't know, but yeah. Dirty. Grant said no, everybody clean your house. Oh, Jana, I love you. It was 8 a.m. and then 2:24 p.m. You could do it at 8 p.m. too if you wanted. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe it's honestly more than 5, right? I just heard the number 5. So 5 might be very significant. And 5 also talks about change, so it makes sense. You know, so, and for some of you, these are like new guides too, right? But yeah. It's reminding me of like Casper a little bit. You know, I love that movie, but you know, her dad and it, like he didn't he just claim to be able to like help them cross over to the other side? I don't know. I gotta go, but this is kind of what it's giving me a little bit. Aw, I love that, Holly. Thank you for confirming the Witchy Homestead, because sometimes I get these messages and I'm like, man, I know that this is not going to be for everyone. So, but, and you know, there's a lot of people that don't realize, you know, or that, I don't know, belief systems, and those aren't the right people. I'm feeling a lot of shifts in the throat chakra going on. I'm glad it's confirmation. Yeah. I agree. I agree for sure. Yeah. So, awesome. All right, guys, I gotta jump. I got to do some things here, but yep, I needed to get that out. So, thanks for being here. I love you guys so much. And we'll talk soon.